What's going on, everybody? Tyson from VS Card Hub, and we're doing a little catching up today. So I've been on vacation for a little bit, about a week and a half, almost a week and a half. Went to Vegas, came back, had a few things show up while I was gone, so I've been kind of sitting here waiting to get opened up. First that we're going to be diving into is 2025 certified football. This is the hobby box. I've talked about this before. I've had this on pre-order for a long time. I actually had to go back and look and see how long it's been because I couldn't remember when I opened it, or when I, not opened, but when I ordered it. I actually ordered this July 11th at $270, and it kept getting delayed by Panini. You know, if you followed along, Panini has been just delaying a ton of their stuff this year. They've been shifting their release schedules. We actually have Phoenix before even the end of the season, which is kind of crazy because Phoenix was a late season product last year. But yeah, I had ordered this in July, and it finally arrived on the 7th of November, and then kind of sat around for a little bit until I got back. But yeah, so 4 months that we were waiting for this one. It was just kind of hanging out there in limbo. I almost got around to, I thought about, canceling it and just waiting for it to come out. I was kind of afraid that it was going to, drop, and then the prices were going to go up because all the prices of hobby stuff has been just going absolutely bonkers lately as people just, FOMO into just about everything you can buy. But as I said, it's now, you can now pick these up about $220. I ordered it $270, so, it went down $50. Oh well, I've kind of missed that boat. But anyways, we're going to get into it. I'm going to quit rambling too much. I'm going to get this opened up. We'll take a look at the checklist real quick. This is more of an early season, mid-range paper product. Nothing too crazy. The cards look pretty good. The one thing that I don't like about certified is that they kind of have an artistic border around them that tends to be overbearing on some of them. Once we get them open, you'll probably see what I'm talking about. Here's what we got going on. We can get, all the way down to 1 on pretty much everything in here. Other than where are they at? There's the ones that were numbered to 3. I was looking at them earlier. I don't know. I'm blind today. I'm trying to look at it here. But anyways, we are looking pretty much everything we can get down to 1. We're looking for the night moves, first round certifications. Those will be some nice pulls. Pretty much everything else. Yeah, you get a ton of stuff in here. There's a ton of stuff that you can pull out of here. So anyways, looking at it, 2 autographs, 2 memorabilia cards, 10 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. Let's dive into it and take a look at what we're working with here this year. Really, I'm waiting on the Prism draft picks. That one has been pushed back into, I think, December, and which is going to be crazy because I ordered Prism draft picks, or pre-ordered it about the same time that I ordered this stuff. So yeah, everything's been pushed back. A little crazy. Kind of sucks they put, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Hunter on the front. Jaguars have not been looking good this year. Travis Hunter's now on IR, underwent knee surgery. He's done for the year. Kind of a, I won't say a bust, but kind of a bust. So here we go, certified. This is not totally certified. This is just regular certified. So right out the gate, we're looking at Immortals, Aeneas Williams. Here's our design. The bordering isn't too bad this year, but like I said, they kind of have the border around these cards that can be kind of crazy. Almost, like I said, almost too thick on some of them and be a little overbearing. There we go. Anthony Richardson on the green, 15 of 15. That's kind of a unfortunate pull. He hasn't really done much of anything. Bucky, Kareem Hunt, Christian Gonzalez. AR is pretty much relegated to nothingness. He's out for, I believe he's out for the year, possibly longer. Daniel Jones has pretty much moved in and taken over. There we go. Franchise Foundations, Caleb Williams, and you kind of see our cards. Terrible cut job. I think it might be just a filler, luckily. There's Caleb Williams on the Franchise Foundations. Kind of a cool looking card there. Yeah, okay. So just a filler. I kind of got scared there for a minute. There we go. Rookie Quinn Ewers, 38 of 399 Quinn Ewers. That's a nice one to grab. Pollard, Crosby, and Shakir. Like I said, these are paper products. They actually feel somewhat thick, so they look like they're pretty much like a true 35 point. Feel pretty good in the hand. Not a flimsier paper product like you would expect out of Score or some of the early season stuff like that, Elite and all that. There we go. A little Jared Verse, last year's Defensive Rookie of the Year, 116 out of 149 on Jared Verse. We got Drake May, Njoku, Cooper DeJean, and CJ Stroud. So these ones are pretty nice. These franchise foundations, those are actually pretty cool. I like how they have the logo in the background. We saw it kind of similar in Totally Certified last year. I can't remember what they were called, but they were pretty much the same design. And they weren't bad. They were a little empty, so it looks like they added the logo. And it kind of fills up that design in the background a bit. And flipping over, we've got, there he is, Travis Hunter, Certified Rookies. And behind him, we are looking at an RPA on the back. We got our base cards. And our RPA behind Travis Hunter. Freshman fabric for the Patriots. How about a little Travion Henderson? That's a nice one to get. Kind of fortunate it's just a single color white patch, but there we go. Travion Henderson, RPA 21 of 249. He's finally getting his chance over there in New England. And looking pretty good. Was his first game out? He had, 2 touchdowns as the true starter. There we go. Travion Henderson. We will absolutely take that. I would love to find an Ashton Genty. I've talked about it before. I'm a Raiders guy, so would love to find an Ashton Genty RPA in here. That would immediately go into the PC. Regardless how the Raiders look, they look terrible. I'll throw that out. I'll admit that right off the bat. There you go, Kid Reporter. Let's see what we got back here. We've got Certified Stars, Lad McConkey. Not numbered. We've got Kyler Murray, 99 of 99. We got a bunch of bookends in here. Bookend quarterbacks that aren't even starting anymore. 99.99. Kyler Murray on the red. Nice color match at least. Herbert, Josh Allen, and Alvin Kamara. Kyler has been replaced by Jacoby Brissett. Kyler had to take some time off. We got Call of Duty 7 coming up. Needed some days off. Here we go. Franchise Foundations, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Dude's been just absolutely a stud this year. Doing great for my fantasy team. Looks like we have another autograph here. Prescott, Nico Collins, Jarius Sneed. And behind Amon-Ra, we've got another rookie numbered to 75. 70 of 75. Ooh, is that another Patriot? Is that Travion? Nope. Kyle Williams. 70 of 75. Kyle Williams. He's also starting to get a chance to play. He was a big hype guy early in the season, coming out of the draft. And finally looks like he's starting to get a chance to play too. There we go. Kyle Williams and Travion Henderson. We've got a Patriots hot box going on here. Go certified rookies, Quinshawn Judkins. Another one that's killing it for my fantasy team. And we got another blank behind here. And numbered to 499, Tyler Booker, 177 of 499. And for the Cowboys, there's TJ Watt, Kyle Hamilton, and Ramondre Stevenson. We've got 3 packs left. Goes pretty quick. You know, like I said, there's only 10 packs in here. 5 cards per pack. So you're going to get through it pretty quick. There's Lawrence Taylor on the Immortals. Ooh, do we have an extra autograph? Extra RPA in here? Now looks like we've just got, looks like it's just our mem card. Elijah Arroyo. That one's going to be numbered at a 249. So new generation, Elijah Arroyo to 249. Frymouth Jonathan Taylor, dude's also killing it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's leave that one up. So there we go. We have 2 autographs. Hopefully that RPA doesn't count as both an autograph and a memorabilia card, because then I would basically just end up with 3 hits instead of 4. This one's thick. I don't know if this is a... Nope, we got a thick gold back here. Alright, let's see what we got. Kid Reporter. It's Franchise Foundations behind it. A little JSN on there. If you've got him in fantasy, you are loving life this year. There's Bryce Young, Chris Olave, and CeeDee Lamb on our base cards. And behind JSN, we've got Jalen Milroe. Ooh, that's a sick patch. 2-color patch. 8 of 10 on the gold. New generation rookie Jalen Milroe. 8 of 10. That's sick. He's probably not going to get any playing time this year. Possibly not even next year. With the way Sam Darnold's playing and kind of really had a career rebirth, Milroe may not get a chance for a while. Get our box out of the way. Final pack. Let's see what we got. So we've got our 2 patches. Actually, we ended up with 3 patches and our 2 autographs. Anything at this point is a bonus. We've got Dak Prescott Franchise Foundations on the pink. That's numbered 50 of 199. And how about a little rookie James Pierce Jr. 25 of 225. And the rest base, Joe Mixon. Don't know if we'll ever hear from him again. Jaden Daniels, and Lad McConkey. So there we go. Finishing out with a couple pinks. So our lowest number today was out of 10 on the Jalen Milroe. Followed by, what is that, AR down there at 15. Number to 15. So overall, not terrible cards. Probably with that Travion Henderson, if you're looking at value, I'd say probably get close to, somewhat close to that 270. But there's our AR out of 15. Dak out of 199. James Pierce out of 225. Travis Hunter, like I said, unfortunately, he's on IR at this point, done for the year. Jared Verse out of 149. And Quinn Ewers out of 399. And beyond that, we've got some inserts in here. JSN, Immortals, Lawrence Taylor, Tyler Booker to 499, Quinshon Judkins, certified rookies. I'll have to sleeve him up. Monroe St. Brown, certified stars, McConkey, Kyler Murray to 99, Caleb Williams, and Aeneas Williams on the Immortals. And then the big ones. Like I said, Patriots hot box over here. Patriots and Seahawks. Travion Henderson, Kyle Williams autographs. RPA at 249. That is absolutely a nice hit right there, especially now that he's finally getting a chance to play. And then our patches, Seahawks hot box. So overall, not terrible. Like I said, you can actually pick these up for about $220 now. So at that point, if you can get them down, $200, $220, something like that, then you're looking at a fairly decent deal for 2 autographs, 2 memorabilia cards, and a decent number of hits. I mean, our hits pile, if I put these in the pile, it'd be about the same amount as our base cards, same size. Overall, not a terrible product. It is, like I said, it is kind of a more of a mid-range product, but it is something that is fun to rip, especially here early in the season. So let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, post down in the comments what you thought of this. Have you tried opening it? If you can get it near $200, possibly a good deal. Are you going to try and do some? Appreciate you guys hanging out and checking this one out, and I will catch y'all next time.